Alright, welcome back everybody. We're gonna get this photo real quick for her. I really just like to get her photo. Maybe talk to this old guy. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll pose. Hi. I'll go near this guy, get a photo with this guy.
Did you hear that, honey?
You're not even taking a photo of me, honey, man. You're doing the ocean. That's not even towards me, babe.
I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, sure, what up. I'm gonna go see if there's some collectibles. Ooh. Oh, okay.
Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but
You know what? It is, sir. How dare you?
Any chance I can get an interview?
Actually, no, I jumped the gun. Sure, absolutely. Let's do this.
Vacation. In fact,
No, fuck that.
I'd
I want to be on a radio show.
my being here just between the two of us.
Man, famous people. I never get it, man. Famous people, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I guess you can when you're famous, but I would love to do that shit. I go on a radio show host or whatever. Radio show. I don't know why I added the host to it. I'd go on a radio show or like what I'd really like to do is go to like those conventions with those voice actors. That'd be fun as hell. And I'm not talking about as like, you know, go as a as a guy who just bought tickets to get autographs. I'm talking about like, you know, go as one of the guests. That'd be great. But, you know, fame is squandered on those who do not appreciate it.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great. Just want to make sure you can relax and charge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
It sure has not. This place
Just
is...
settling in.
Well, I was going to say it sucks, but I actually do love this place. This place looks good.
Okay, and you call me if there's a problem, okay?
I'm not going to do that.
Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I
Ooh,
love you
this
too.
this person's from Washington? Yeah, it looks like it says Washington.
Calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always.
Guess they're all from Washington.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Wow, she looks like she's dead on the inside. There's no emotion on that face. It is truly terrifying. Alright, we're going back in the car.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the
And we
landlord.
will, and we
Call
will.
Stucky. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Fine, 15 minutes. We got this. We got this. We can do 15 minutes. I'm not going to sit there for 20 minutes talking to the weirdos.
Thank you for coming here.
I love you too. Go on.
Wait, that's not what she said. No, wait. She said, thank you for coming here. I don't think she said, I love you. Then again, you know, they know each other better than I would.
Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi,
Oh,
I'm looking for.
sorry, that's a genius name for a diner.
I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stucky. Carl Stucky?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
Okay. Oh, hey! Look at that. We got a coffee. I like Rose.
I got the cutout from the bookstore when
That-
they took it out of the
that one?
window.
And keep it here.
The Sudden Stop, the international bestseller. Alright, she's just gonna look at me with those soulless dead eyes instead of actually talking.
Just don't blame me when you fall in love. 'Cause
Hmm.
it'll break your
Do
heart.
me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now.
You can't get up and do it yourself, big man?
Number 6 in the jukebox.
Alright, we'll do this guy a favor.
Myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad
Okay.
circulation.
I'm sorry. Sorry you got old.
Serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Alright, well, we did a favor for the old guy. That's nice. We will take this coffee. So I was really thinking, like, you know, this game, horror-ish. I wouldn't really call this a big horror game, but the next game they said they really drove into the horror. Like, it's a real horror game. But I'm wondering
I
because,
didn't want to wait. I wanted
you know,
to
I would
get
imagine
to get
the
key
evil,
right out of
you know,
his
kind
hands.
of, you know, with him being in the lake or whatever,
Fans always did.
if it is tapping into his unconscious mind, or at least his past creativity, wouldn't it be more like a detective story? Because he writes detective stories.
Mr. Stucky?
I'm just wondering if yeah, maybe it is a detective story. I haven't seen much on the actual game.
But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I'll be
Very
sure you'll
creepy.
stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
It's a big no for me, actually. Getting a little creep vibes. So yeah, I am wondering if the next game is more of a detective. They said they're leaning hardcore into horror. I haven't seen much on it, except for the terrible news that it's going to be digital only. I love hard copies. I buy hard copies of all my games.
Sounds better than you
So
saying.
digital only kind of really disappointed me.
The Andersons. They're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
I guess they do that a lot. Ooh, you glitched a little bit there, Rose. I'm going to leave.
Bye, Mr. Wade.
See ya.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Wow.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wait! Your keys!
What was wrong with this guy?
That was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
It didn't sound like he wanted to talk about it later, though.
I wanted to bury my head.
Oh, there we go, yeah.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since
Damn! 2 years? That's okay. Shocked he still has money. Although, I guess he made a book series, so he could still have a lot of fans buying those books. So maybe I'm not that shocked he has money. I like, I would assume it's like Stephen King. Like, I don't like any of his newer stuff. His old books were good. But, like, he still writes a shit ton of books. I'm not sure if he's making a lot of money from those or from the older books, because royalties, the older a book is, the more money he gets from royalties. Instead of, like, splitting it 50-50, he'll get, like, 100%. So, I mean,
It's
shit.
something, all right.
He's, like, pretty much the wealthiest author on the planet. He's a bad example,
Before
but,
it gets dark.
again, like, I don't know how much money he makes off his newer books.
Alice had a phobia, the fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Okay, well, a lot of people have that phobia. I not being one of them. I love darkness. I used to be afraid of the dark, as a kid, I suffered from terrible nightmares, night terrors, and
Let's take a look inside.
probably terrible sleep paralysis. But then my mom, I still suffer from those things, but I'm just not, it doesn't really affect me as bad as it used to. Like, I can watch a horror movie and go to bed no problem nowadays, and I just use the horrible, wait, hold up.
Anyone here?
Okay, I was say, I heard footsteps. She's out there. I was like, there's no way she did that, but okay. But yeah, like as I was saying, I suffer from terrible nightmares. I don't really sleep. I'm kind of an insomniac. Night terrors, which is, you kind of wake up half asleep and you see shit. And then sleep paralysis. We all know what that is. You got the sleep paralysis demon. Okay, nobody's
Cabin
here.
looked like a time capsule from the 60s.
It's
or
cool,
even
though.
earlier.
I like it. Oh yeah, I liked. Oh, and that's sick because, you have the fire in the basement. You sleep up here, and this keeps you warm because of the hot smoke. God, man, I wish I could have a place like this. I think I'd kill for a place like this.
For a moment, the oppressive
Maybe not
feel of
that.
the nightmare
That's a
I
little
had seen on
creepy.
the ferry returned.
Oof. Okay, that was creepy.
Damn.
I will examine this though. Oh, it's a scuba diver. Nice. So yeah, as I was saying, I like to use the horrible night terrors and shit. I use that as like creative ideas since I do want to be a writer, and I am currently trying to write a book. Very hard. I can't say I wouldn't recommend it because I mean, it is fun to a degree, writing, bringing something to life. It's just very difficult, and when it's done, I'm sure I'll be. I'm sure after the rigorous amount of editing,
It looked very deep.
I'll probably go and jump into another book, because I hear the first book's your hardest. After the first book, it's easier because you've already done it. You know, you can do it again, and then shit like that. It's still hard, but I hear it's easier. But yeah, yeah. Oh, this went out of control. Okay, we were talking about being afraid of the dark. So my fiance is very much afraid of the dark. I'm not. I used to be, but not anymore. And the biggest thing that helped me was my mother. She told me that there's no reason to be afraid of the dark because one, you know, you can't see the monsters, but they can't see you, and there's no point to be afraid of the dark if you're the scariest thing in the dark. Now, I know you're not always going to be the scariest thing in the dark, but it is, you know, as a kid, it kind of helped. It kind of helped because, I mean, I don't think I'm that scary. People do say I'm not very approachable until they talk to me. Then they say, okay, you actually are very approachable. I guess I have resting bitch face. But that's, I mean, that's just on me. Like,
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
am I gonna look around a bit? Is that a thing? Is there collectibles? Oh, nope, it's just gonna cut me off. Alright, that's fine. So like I said, you're probably gonna learn more about me through this game series than any other one, because it's just so much about my childhood, so a lot of memories are coming up.
And forget about my work.
I'd say Alan's a lucky guy. I mean, nice cabin, next to a lake, beautiful wife. I mean, I would kill for that life. And I'll get more into why this game made me want to be a writer. I mean, we already know because of the
The island had once been the
Thomas Zane and Barbara
Maybe it would be that
Jane,
day.
maybe? I don't know. But I'll get into more about, like, you know, how this game kind of altered the path I thought I would go on as an adult.
Alice?
My fiance also is a
Honey?
big reason for that path changing as well, but I'll get into that later on into other videos. It'll just give you guys a better idea of the kind of person I am. I'm coming! Fun things happen in bedrooms with women sometimes, as long as they're your wife. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
Hello there.
I'm not the surprise.
Are you sure? I mean, you should be the surprise.
Okay.
Man, I want her to be the surprise. Ooh, shit.
Surprise.
Nice.
What is this?
It's a typewriter. You can't see?
I thought maybe you could write here.
Dude, Alice is in pretty good shape. Jesus Christ.
Alice, everyone.
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes
That why we're here?
So now you want to get me committed?
No,
That's
it's
not
like
even close to what she said, big guy.
Alan? Alan?
Just don't. I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
He's kind of a dick because, one, this has probably come from a place of love, not from anything else.
I needed some time alone to think things through.
Like, personally, the fact that she's doing this shows how much she really cares. I wish I could get that amount of, like, someone show me they cared that much. But alas, you don't know what you have until you lose it. And he's about to lose it.
Alice?
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
I'm coming!
Alice, I'm
Oop.
coming!
I still got hit. Oh god.
What the hell?
Dude, they're just birds. Calm down. Oh yeah, I forgot. He really has to work on his
Alice?
workout regimen.
Alice?
Oh god, okay. So now we know how he got into the lake.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there,
All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Okay, so I think this is a good point to stop the video because that's like one scene. Now we're in this one, so I'm gonna stop the video here. This area kind of picks up a little bit more. Again, I like to attribute the pacing of this game to like a book, essentially. Yeah, it's okay. He's ugly. So I like to pace this like a book. So you got set pieces like each book has, and then you've got pretty much exposition and basically world building. So right now we're in the set piece part where we are going to go in and shit's going to happen, and then after this we're going to get more information about the world. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to say thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you're enjoying this let's play, and help me get to 100 subscribers by the end of 2024. I gotta say that because we're still in 2023. End of 2024. And once we do hit that, there's a $10 PlayStation card for the lucky person who wins the randomizer. So I'm just gonna say thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.